Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Welcome inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. Day 2, 8 games straight today on the Southeast Sports Network. College basketball as the U-Pike Bears and Montreat Cavaliers will get us started. Gabriel Shry, Gary Justice, glad you're with us for what promises to be a thrilling day of hoops. Really good one in store, as right now some all-conference honorees being recognized on the floor prior to tip. Gary, yesterday was a really good day. The U-Pike Bears come into this after an 18-8 season. Montreat Cavaliers went 17-11 this season. Both ended the regular season on a win. Both of these teams really similar production, averaging 73 points per game, both of them at that clip. Montreat much less effective at the line and from three-point range, but very effective down inside just like the Bears.
Yeah, the 4-5 matchup is always a good one. You have two teams had very similar seasons, but you also have talented players both ways. I know we just recognized the all-conference honorees. You have the player of the year in the conference in Allie Stone for University of Pikeville, but you also have the defensive player of the year for the Montreat Cavaliers and Virginia Edmonton as well.
Well, they recognize them. Firstly, let's take a quick look at how the season ended. The AAC Women's Top 10. Milligan finished the year on top alongside Pikeville, two of the best programs. Johnson also right in the mix. The 3 top teams. Co-champions this year, Reinhardt 17-5, Montreat 14-8. Really good years, and those were of course conference records we're going by. So today we'll be seeing the Pikeville Bears and Montreat Cavs, two of the top 5 programs in the AAC during the regular season.
Yeah, like you talked about it, both teams want to get up and down the floor as much as possible. They want to get as many shots as go. Also, key for both for Coach Clifton Williams, we talked to him pregame. They have to stay connected offensively, share the basketball. Allie Stone gets a lot of attention, but there are other players on that roster, Rachel Bush, India Blythe, who can score the basketball as well. And then talking to Coach Jamie Moore, her first season leading the Montreat Cavaliers, they said they got to play connected defensively to try to corral the University of Pikeville offense.
So only 2 women's games yesterday, but just for your edification, a quick look. We'll run through where we're at. We played the first game at 11 a.m., Columbia and Truett McConnell, and the Columbia Koalas have moved on. They'll take on Milligan in our second game this morning at 10:15. And in our 3:30 game, we're going to see U-Pike, who overcame Tennessee Wesleyan, or Union rather, excuse me, the Bulldogs, take on Johnson. Should be really good stuff. So excited for all that action as well today. Starting lineups being introduced down on the floor. We've got a couple of really good starting fives for these two programs. Super efficient all season long, and definitely excited to see how they perform against one another with their whole season on the line.
Coach Jamie Moore from Montreat, they really preach a lot of defense. They score a lot of basketball. They score the basketball as well, 73 points per game, which we mentioned a couple times this morning. They also average 12.5 steals per game. Very active defense where they try to get their hands in the passing lane, put as much ball pressure as they can on their opponents. They've been very successful so far this season.
They'll look to keep that success going. The starting five on the floor for Montreat's Cavaliers. Tressel and Roberts will get the nod. Katie Alexander getting the start today for Montreat. Along with them, Virginia Edmondson, who's just recognized as the Defensive Player of the Year. Sierra Lale and Karis Alexander. And getting the start today on the other side for the Pikeville Bears, a really good lineup. Rachel Bush taking the tip. Mahia Andrade, number 45, India Blythe, the Australian. In the backcourt, more really good talent. These two have been good all season long. Allie Stone, one of my favorite players to watch in the entire conference.
Three-level scorer, Allie Stone from deep. She's got the mid-range game, and she can also get to the bucket and finish. Look for UPike. Though a lot of ball movement. India Blythe that first shot up and down. UPike first in the AAC with a 38% make from three-point land. Lead, and that's on 241 makes on the season. So look for the Bears get a lot of shots behind the arc. Basketball drops out of bounds. The Bears will inbound on the sideline.
Quickly off of the floor, 30 seconds gone. Just getting started in Kingsport, Tennessee. Day 2 of AAC basketball action. Driving to the baseline. Bush outside.
It's going to be key for Montreat to be physical without fouling for the Bears defensively.
Bears from the front court. Stone leaves it off. 5 on the shot clock. Rachel pulls up and gets this to go with a little kiss off of the glass.
First team All-AAC member, playing off 2 feet. Absorbed a little contact and got the finish at the rim.
And this one goes automatic on the other end of the floor.
Virginia Edmondson got to the rim there, absorbed that contact, well finished with the right hand. First team All-AAC. She scored her 1,000th point at Montreat this season as well. An elite scorer, an elite defender. It's a next level player.
Yes, this rattles and goes.
Yeah, Montreat will come. They're going to pressure all day long, going to try to force you into mistakes. Getting 12.5 steals per contest.
Making it look easy. And a 1-point game, as we already have seen 2 lead changes between these two. Back out in front, 4-3.
You look for Stone and Edmondson to have the basketball in their hands a lot today.
This one goes. Make it 3 lead changes.
Katie Alexander, the sophomore, she shoots it at 23% from deep on the season. She looks like a much better three-point shooter on that one.
And this is automatic. In response, we're tied for the first time.
Yeah, elite point guards do that. They keep their eyes up. They find the open player cutting the basket. That time it was Rachel Bush get the lay-in.
Sent back outside by the Cavaliers. Around the arc to the far wing, Virginia Edmondson. Down low, this one goes for Roberts.
This game tipped at 8:30 this morning, and defense has been optional so far on Thursday morning.
Defense. No D from the wing. 3-ball rattles out. That would have done it.
Colopy, she has that ability to make that shot when just rattled around, came out. Now the Cavs pushing.
Alexander fights her way over the straightaway. Edmondson pulls up from the wing and buries it. 30% from range this season as she averaged 20 points per game for the Cavs, looking good at Kingsport.
Yeah, tough players make tough shots, and Virginia Edmondson's one of those tough players, and she's made a tough shot.
On the wing, leading 11-6. Now the travel as they'll turn the ball over.
The constant pressure there, what happens, that jams you up on the drives. They got constant pressure running one, maybe even two players at you, makes you think. Copley that time was driving on the bucket, had an additional defender come, pick up a dribble, drug that pivot foot. People in stripes said you can't do that, going the other way.
3 minutes gone in our first period, still just getting started between these two. 11-6. A nice lead built. Montreat looking to extend it. Cavs lose the ball. Here come the Bears. Pikeville all the way down the floor to the baseline. Stone and one.
And there is, I want to point out there, Gabe, as Allie Stone, she plays off 2 feet. What playing off 2 feet does, allows you to absorb that contact, stay strong, finish at the rim. Now Allie Stone have an opportunity to finish the three-point play. Ramaya Sanders, a sophomore, will check in for Montreat Cavaliers. Stone, an elite free throw shooter, 92% on the season.
Yes. Makes it look easy.
Maddie Friera, the senior, will check in. 7 points per contest for her. And Pike's going to apply some full-court pressure as well. What this defensive press will do is sometimes you get those easy baskets. Also, it just makes the offense use a little bit more of that shot clock. See if they can get into a quicker set.
This one fired quickly from down low and boarded up by the Bears.
Nice job to limit to one look and out. Now the Bears are going to push.
Pike to the wing. Rachel drives, push down low off the glass. This goes.
We've seen Rachel Bush do that a couple of times today. She's that lengthy player, the sophomore from Greenup County High School.
So we're tied for the second time at 11. To keep the lead off the mark for Edmondson.
The key here is, again, Pike, if they can limit Montreat to one shot and come down and run their offense. They're an elite offensive team. They can limit Montreat to one shot and execute on the offensive end, have a good opportunity to win this ball game. They met once. That was January 22nd. The Bears won that one 70-54.
Down low, this goes to the Bears in response. They're back out in front with our 4th lead change already.
Again, the Bears coming to have 241 three-point makes on the season. They've had some success driving the ball to the basket here early on a Thursday morning.
Sent inside and intercepted. Floated back up top. The pull-up from the elbow off the mark. I like the look there. That was the right play. And the response off the mark for the Cavaliers.
Jalea Warren will check in for Pike. She's a member of the all-freshman team on the all-AAC freshman team. India Blythe will check out. Warren, that freshman from Belfry High School, plays with the left hand. Her development this season has been amazing. Coach Clifton Williams and his staff does such a good job of developing their players. Of course, when you have an elite program, it has to do to player development.
13-11, Bears out in front. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, as the Bears work their way down the floor. Stone to the baseline, doesn't like it. Pike pitched across the floor in the violation.
Yeah, Coach Clifton Williams looking at Jalea Warren, so why was that pass there? Tried to cross-court pass around a couple plays for Montreat. Pass is wide, goes out of bounds. That's called an unforced turnover there.
Couple of changes on the floor.
Bears will come out and look. Zone look this possession.
Kick back outside. Alexander down low for Edmondson. Nearly stolen away by Rachel Bush. From the far wing, this goes. A little kiss off of the glass. Already 5 lead changes. The bank is open early on Thursdays.
Early hours. That last substitution was Grace Ronaldo for Montreat.
Pull up 3 off the mark.
You don't want to give her that look too often, and she will make that shot a lot more than she'll miss it.
Down low, this goes automatic as the Cavs extend their lead. 13-16, 4:14 to play in our first.
So both these teams like to play in transition. You have an initial break. That's off of, the initial break will be off of a miss. And you'll push, or maybe sometimes off a made basket as well. We also have secondary breaks. And what happens there is after a pass, the players, they don't hustle back. The defense doesn't hustle back. The offense can get those easy buckets. Both these teams will try to create as many easy baskets as possible, but they will take the three-point shot if it's available.
Long floater down the floor. Bush across to Stone on the wing, who fires the 3, and it's automatic. That ties us for a 3rd time at 16.
And Gabe, that's the 2nd straight possession she's had a wide open look. I promise you she'll make that shot more than she'll miss it. They'll have to make a defensive adjustment.
This one rattles and drops for the Cavs, who maintain their lead.
Early basketball here. I mean, the execution offensively, only in the first period, it's already 18-16, 34 combined points. We haven't even played 7 minutes yet.
Entry pass down inside, and this goes off of the glass. Looking good, we're tied again.
Nice job by the Bears executing offensively. 3-point shot, getting to the bucket. 2 great teams this morning.
This one's wide, 18-all in Kingsport.
The offensive rebound for Virginia Edmonds, and she's blocked at the rim, but nice job of trying to create another opportunity for her teammates. India Blythe to check in. Katie Copley would check out for UPike.
Off the entry pass, Bears down the floor.
Both these teams like to play with a lot of pace, and you can see that so far, 36 combined points.
Pull up from the wing, and the 3 has too much on it. Stone keeps it alive. India, the Australian, knocks down the 3.
I think that was Jalea Warren, the freshman with the make, and she's a freshman all-conference member, 43% from deep this year.
21-18. 6 lead changes already with 2.5 to play in our first. This goes in response as well.
Again, active hands, getting the steal, getting the easy bucket. We played 7.5 minutes, and the Bears have already put 23 on the board, and the Cavaliers with 18. High-octane offense, and Kingsport didn't see this morning.
And the quick run is enough for the timeout on the floor. A break taken with 2:29 to go in the first. It's 23-18 UPike. Cavaliers back on the offensive end and blockered away by the Bears. Rachel Bush takes it in and gets us started with an outlet pass down the floor to Moore, who lights off a mid-range J. Long feed down the floor. Edmondson, this won't go either. Bears, Stone with it.
Rachel Bush, that's back-to-back defensive blocks for her. First team All-AAC and also first team All-Defensive team.
From the straightaway, it's Stone. Entry pass. India Blythe sent it inside. Back out to Moore, who wants 3. Cavaliers haul that in. They trail by 5. Lit off quickly, and this one rims out on Ayana.
quickly down the floor for the Bears as in Stone, an elite point guard. She's going to put pressure on the defense.
Great drive inside and the violation on the Cavaliers.
That's Bush's 8th point here in the first period. Getting to the bucket, playing through contact. The sophomore, her development since she's been on campus at the University of Pikeville, her game has risen to the next level. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And Gabe, we still got a minute and 11 seconds to play in the first period.
We are scoring at an incredible clip, on pace for over 100.
And keep in mind, when they met back in January, it was 70-55.
What has happened? What changed since then?
Maybe it's because the Southeast Sports Network's here.
I'll take credit for that. It's just you and I.
So the Bears at 2-2-1 full-court press. They'll trap if they can. A lot of times this is just token pressure to see if you make a mistake and throw the wrong pass.
Cavaliers to cut into the lead. This is off the mark. 26-18, Bears leading Montreat.
Montreat so far, 7 buckets, 7 assists. I love how they're sharing the basketball here early.
U-Pike outside, 3 ball from the straightaway, and the Bears extend their lead to 9, 29-18.
That's the third Bear with a made 3 here in the first period. Again, unforced turnover, and the pass is wide. And Coach Jamie Moore cannot be happy with what she's seeing. Her team coming in averaging 19 turnovers per contest. And doing my grain prep for this one, that's the thing that was glaring to me, the amount of turnovers, and they already have 5 here in the first period. On pace for almost 120 points now.
Wild. Combined, we're almost to 50 points between these two teams. 20 seconds to go in the first. Stone from the straightaway, dishes. Back across, Blythe delivers to the wing. 3 ball on the way, and she hits it. 32-18, 50 points scored in the first. 5 seconds to go.
That's Warren's second made 3 in the first period.
Cavs, 1 second. Alexander got it off in time, but it's wide. What a first period of scoring in Kingsport. 32-18, Bears out in front. In Kingsport, Tennessee, it's the AAC Basketball Championships. On the women's side this morning, getting started with the Bears of U-Pike and the Montreat Cavs, and that's the family of India Blythe from Australia. They've made the trip to be here with her.
A great family. India, a great young lady also. I've heard her on the U-Pike Sports Network a couple times from an interview. Just a phenomenal young lady, and her family is top-notch. So I'm glad they're able to make the long trip to Kingsport, Tennessee.
That is quite the long trip. What is that, a 14-hour flight?
14, that's a long time in the air, right? Hope they have a good movies on that, that flight. The zone defense once again from the Bears. They're really trying to force Montreat to make some decisions behind the arc.
Cavs entry pass tipped and will roll over the baseline off of the floor.
That's a very active zone for Coach Clifton Williams. As the situation is, once you make a dribble, they're bringing a couple of different players there, and once you throw a pass, their length is getting that passing lanes. A lot of deflections, a lot of turnovers already created. Now the Cavaliers will have to inbound the basketball from the baseline.
Long inbounding feed.
Now they'll switch it to man-to-man.
down low, and the violation. Able to draw that as Edmondson.
Yeah, Blythe will be her first, team's first here in the second period.
Edmondson 70% at the line this year, went 77 for 111 at the charity stripe during the regular season, on her way to averaging 20 points per game.
Yeah, one of the best players in the AAC. Definitely, of course, first team All-AAC, Defensive Player of the Year. This year she was 6 times named a Player of the Week, whether it be defensively or offensively. This young lady knows how to play the game of basketball.
This rims and goes. Cutting into that 14-point lead, which was the largest of the outing for the Bears of U-Pike.
Again, Cavs will pick up full court the entire way. The Bears do a nice job of breaking the press, wide open three.
No. And U-Pike able to put it back with a little kiss off of the glass. They extend their lead again, 34-19.
Jalea Warren with the offensive rebound and the putback give her 8 points off the bench this morning for the U-Pike Bears.
Edmondson for the Cavaliers off the glass. Backdoor, it's regathered, and this one put home by Katie Alexander.
Nice job by Alexander to get the offense rebound. The own putback. It's going to be key for both these teams to keep up this pace. If you're going to stay with the Bears or the Cavs, you got to continue to execute offensively.
And this one goes off of the glass as well, as it's now 36-19. Rather 21, excuse me.
Stone did a nice job. Edmondson, a quick three-point shot.
That just rattles out on Virginia Edmondson. She's been good from that range, 30% this season.
Another turnover charge by Virginia Edmondson, the Defensive Player of the Year, with the pass, the dish,
beautiful,
and the bucket.
Varela takes that back door and finishes. She averaged 5 points per game, but Edmondson had 97 steals during the regular season, so no surprise.
They're going to just force a 10-second another turnover. This is what the Cavs will do. They'll speed you up. They'll turn you over, get those easy baskets. This is their recipe for success.
Edmondson to Alexander, and she takes the step as they'll turn it over to the Bears of U-Pike. Alexander very active, looking like she's having fun in Kingsport.
Yeah, India Blythe being very vocal with her teammates. We cannot be sped up. We got to be in the right position here. That's what the Cavs are going to do. They only have 5 players on the floor, but it looks like there are 10 players out there for Montreat right now.
It certainly feels like it. In some trouble on the backcourt, and a blown tire. She goes down hard.
And it'll be a turnover.
Turnover machine.
Well, I'm saying that it'll be a foul. It'll be 30 on Katie Collipi. I don't know the official. I thought the official was pointing in the direction as a turnover. But now the Cavs, for the 3rd consecutive time, either 2 times on turnovers, now they just drew the foul. Turn the Bears over. Get some easy baskets.
U-Pike is on an 18-5 run over the last 3.5 minutes. With 2 to go in our first period, it was tied at 18.
Man-to-man defense here by the Cavs. Look for the Bears to run a lot of screen and roll action. Make the Cavs make a decision defensively.
U-Pike off the mark, regathered by the Bears. They'll keep it alive as that's Ayler. Entry pass by Page, kick back outside by Mejia Andrade, and the 3-ball off the mark. Fighting for it, and a jump ball called for as the tussle going to go the way of the Cavs.
A lot of physicality here. There's going to be a foul called on Mejia Andrade. Be her first. Team's 3rd. And Elena Smith, a freshman, will check in for Andrade.
Big shout out to the sports information staff of these 2 programs for keeping us up to date. Rick Bentley, the director for athletic communications at Pikeville, and Christian Zelstra doing a great job at Montreat. Entry pass down low. This one a violation on the baseline.
Yeah, Smith's going to be whistled for the bump there. He's got a little out of position. Nice job of getting to the bucket, create a little bit of space to draw the foul, and then to go to the line to earn the 2 points from the charity strike.
No.
That's the 4th team foul on the Bears here in the first and second period. Check that. That's first on Smith. That was Mejia Andrade's 2nd foul. That's the reason she checked out.
second will go. 7 to play in the first half.
I tell you, the Cavs, as soon as you get out of the bed and get off the bus, what are you going to say? They're going to press you, and they've pressed all morning long.
Back door from the corner. Bears to Stone. Allie will run things from the front court, defended by Varela. Stone knifes her way down low, and the violation inside.
Allie Stone puts so much pressure on you defensively. You got to make a decision. Are we going to try to double her because she can get to the rim? If we double her, somebody's going to be open, and she's going to find an open person. There's so many shooters on the U-Pike offense. 2 in the gray and orange. There's a reason why she's the player of the year.
Averages 22 points per game and an incredible 93% at this line.
It's not too bad, is it?
That'll get the job done. Stone, the player of the year for the AAC, perfect at the line on this trip.
A decorated player in high school, out of West Carter High School. She scored at a high clip there. Does a great job in the classroom. It's a great addition on campus at the University of Pikeville.
Maybe one of the most deserving award recipients I've ever seen, too. Really embodies not only Pikeville, but the AAC and the NAIA's mission. Edmondson hands it off to Alexander, who's packed from behind by Rachel Bush, and the Bears are going to be off and running with 6 to play in our first half.
That's Bush's third block here in the first period, in the first half. The reason why she was first team All-AAC. If the Bears can continue playing defense at that level and where they're scoring the basketball, I like their chances this morning.
Nice entry pass back outside from the sideline. She likes the baseline and gets it to go. A little kiss off of the glass makes it their largest lead of the game at 16, 40-24.
Yeah, Copley, not a lot of patience going to the bucket.
Edmondson is short. Putback does go, though. A nice return to the basket by Karis Alexander.
A great job of crashing the offensive glass, creating extra possession, also finishing after the offensive rebound. That's the best time to shoot the basketball, is often offensive rebound, because the defense is scrambling to find you.
Pull up from the arc is off the mark. A good look. Roberts comes in with a rebound.
Yeah, that's key for the Cavs to limit to 1 and out. They've done it the last couple of possessions.
From the wing, the drive from Montreat. She'll take a shot. It's off the mark as Edmondson gets the board. Virginia from the mid-post kicks it across, and this is off the mark. Edmondson's going to get another chance with the orange. Alexander back to Virginia, trying to shake some Bears. Edmondson to the baseline. Blown tire as this will escape the floor and go back the way of the Bears.
Maybe a little bit too much dribbling there. The ball bounced out of bounds for another turnover. In this first half, the Cavs are struggling. They have 8 turnovers here in the first half. They've done a better job in the second period of taking care of the basketball, but they're trailing by 14. Allie Stone dribbles the basketball with such calm, cool, composed.
Outside of the arc, Bears. Entry pass, mid-post, down low. This goes for Bush. Automatic to make it 42-26.
Give her 11 here in the first half. She and Allie Stone already in double figures for the U-Pike Bears.
Edmondson off the mark as she's disrupted in motion, and now the violation.
The last 2 possessions for the Cavs, that's their 4th offensive rebound. Doing a great job of crashing that glass. Send Virginia Edmondson back to the line, 2 of 3 on the day. 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists already for the Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes. Bears had tied their largest lead of the game. Now it's gone again.
Man, entertaining basketball here early this morning.
Second goes as well. You're right. We are off and running, scoring at an incredible clip in this one. Honestly, Montreat is having a really productive outing offensively as well. The Bears aren't missing. And that's a good start for Montreat. Like, how do you start to eat into, first of all, a massive lead, 42-28 with 4 to play in the first half. But second of all, this offense has been hot all year. So many decorated players on the floor. They came to Kingsport to play today.
You mentioned about being hot here so far. The U-Pike 17 of 29 from the floor, 58.6%.
That's criminal.
They've hit 4 threes.
That's Allie Stone on the baseline. Pulls up herself and knocks it down, 44-28.
Such an efficient scorer. Give her 12.
Again, tying their largest lead of the game at 16. Cavs. Alexander hands it off to Edmondson. Katie, the 3-ball on the way, and she drains it to knife into that lead and make it a 13-point ball game.
That's her second 3-point make here in the first half. 8 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds for Alexander.
3:40 to play in our first half. Stone, defended by Edmondson and Alexander. Bush back to Allie, wide open 3-ball is drained in response for the Bears of U-Pike.
Continue to score at such a efficient clip. Bears already at 47 with 3:20 to play until halftime.
Virginia. Alexander. Entry pass, and from the elbow, this one goes. Too easy. Knocking down the turnaround J is Ferreira.
That was a tough shot there, spinning to her off-tan fadeaway jumper. Made it look easy.
Long 2, this off the mark. The Cavs need a few of those.
Be Blythe's second foul. Bears already have the Cavs in double bonus. They should be shooting 2 shots. Nice job by Montreat Cavalier. Doing a great job here, Gabe, I think, here in the adjustment in the second period. Doing a better job of boxing out. The rebounding battle is even right now between 2 clubs. And the Cavs are down by 14. They have to limit the Bears to 1 shot and out defensively.
Alexander at the line. Katie 72% at the stripe during the regular season. No.
The sophomore will have 1 more. One of the league leaders in assists per contest at 7.
No. Off of the mark twice. Stone able to get some space way back near the front court. She'll walk it up to the arc. Kicked across Bears. From the top of the block, sent down to the baseline. U-Pike across. A little bit of room. She'll pull up in the face of Edmondson, but it's off the mark. Virginia gets the rebound. Edmondson for Montreat, knifing her way down inside, and the violation along the low block.
Edmondson's a hard guard, especially one-on-one. She'll get you backpedaling, and then she can go to the left, she can go to the right. That time she went to the left to attack the bucket. Only thing Colopy could do was draw the foul, or foul Virginia Edmondson. I'm sorry, but she's hard to guard.
Oh, she's impossible. How do you keep with her?
That's 3 on Colopy in the first half.
Edmondson 9 points. She's 4 for 5 at this line today, and now 5 for 6. Good for 10 points, and it cuts a little bit more into the lead of the Bears.
All around good player. We talked about the 9 points. That's her 10th already. She has 5 rebounds, 3 assists as well.
Second rattles off. Allie Stone has been on fire in this first half, as has Rachel Bush. Stone leading all scorers, 5 for 6 from the floor, 3 for 3 at the line. She's already up to 15 points, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. Bush has got 11 as well. On the way, 3-ball too much. Regathered by U-Pike Bears. Shot clock goes, we play on. Driving and firing, and the violation this time.
Stone knows she's going to get bumped. You can tell her she's going to the bucket. And young people out there, if you're watching this ball game, look, Allie Stone plays off 2 feet. We've talked about it a couple of times. We want to reiterate that. Playing off 2 feet allows you to go up strong, absorb some contact, and finish or draw the foul so we can get to the free throw line.
Stone 3 for 3, perfect at the line today, 93% during the regular season. Yes.
offensively out. UPike will run a lot of two-man game. What happens on a two-man game, they try to create a mismatch. It's based upon speed or size. Make the defense see if they're communicating efficiently.
Yes. Stone gets bowled now 5 for 5, and she's up to 17 points in this first half. On pace to score 34 today against Montreat.
We talk about efficient offense. What does that mean? This means ball movement, solid screens, sharp cuts to the basket from the wing. Both these teams are doing it here in this first half.
If you're playing against somebody who's the player of the year in the conference, you're in the conference tournament, she's got 17 points with 90 seconds left to go in the first half. How do you stop her? How do you slow that down?
Well, nobody's done it this year, so it's a hard thing to do. But of course, Montreat they have the defensive player of the year, Virginia Edmondson. You may see her guard Allie a little bit more one-on-one here in the second half. Be interested to see what halftime adjustments both coaches make.
Alexander knifes her way through the paint, and too much contact for the liking of our official on the baseline.
She's done a nice job this first half as well of attacking the bucket. Made a couple of threes. Early known as a three-point shooter. She's more a pass-first point guard, but she's taking on a little bit more of an offensive role. Only come to game averaging 5 points per ball contest, and she's done a good job here in the first half.
I noticed that early on as well. She had 5 points within the first couple of minutes of the game. Now up to 9 points as she's 1 for 3 at the line, 3 for 6 from the floor.
It's something, of course, you have Rachel Bush and Allie Stone's had a good first half for UPike. You got Edmondson and Alexander had a good first half for Montreat. Still anybody's ball game.
That rattles and goes as well. Add one more to her total as Katie Alexander, perfect on that trip to the line.
And then the Cavs will extend this pressure.
Down the floor, Bears. 70 seconds left in our first half. Stone handed it off to Bush. Allie gets it back. Entry pass, Bush, twist, fires outside.
They're running zone defense this time. Interesting.
On the way, 3-ball means she has 20 points in the game, and she's 3 for 4 from range.
Yeah, running a zone defense, sometimes you'll find those open shooters. They found Allie Stone that time.
52-36, UPike. Cavs could use this 3-ball from Alexander as it's short.
Jill Warren, the all-freshman team, come down the defensive rebound. A good first half for her as well. 8 points, and that's her second rebound off the bench.
30 seconds to go in this first half. 3 seconds separate shot and game clock.
I'd be surprised if you don't see two in the gray and orange get the basketball up top and run a little screen action for her.
Nice feed to Stone, who pulls up and can't knock down the 3. Here comes Alexander, long outlet feed down the floor, and Edmondson gets this to roll and drop in over the top of the iron as time sounds on our first half. Cooking with gas. The Bears looked really good in that first half. Quick thoughts?
Yeah, both teams taking advantage of transition opportunities, finding open shooters, playing at an elite level offensively.
Can Edmondson shut down the UPike Bears? We'll find out in the second half. 52-38 at the half. The Bears looking good.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls, the endless echo of more than 10,000 caves, the serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day, When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. That looks nice. Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Welcome back inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. College basketball on the Southeast Sports Network. The U-Pike Bears a big lead after they scored 52 first-half points against the Montreat Cavs, who have 38. Trailing entering half two, they're going to look to dig their way back into this one. Gabriel Schrei here with my good friend and analyst Gary Justice. Glad you're along with us for what's going to be a really exciting day of basketball. This is game number 1 of 8. Before we go on, a quick look at the women's basketball bracket for the tournament, Gary.
Yeah, last year at the University of Pikeville, on the women's side, they kind of surprised everybody. Got all the way to the finals, and they won it in double overtime with Bailey Frazier being the tournament MVP last year.
Whoever wins this game will take on the winner of Game 7, which is the Koalas and the Buffs. We'll see that game today as well.
Definitely entertaining first half. Both these teams playing up and down. A lot of transition basketball, a lot of pressing from baseline to baseline. Difference I've seen so far, the Cavs, 5 first period turnovers, only 2 in the second period. The Bears turned over 5 times, but the difference is Cavaliers, they've turned the Bears over 5 times. They've only scored 5 points. The Bears have turned the Cavs over 7 times. They've scored 13 points. That's an 8-point advantage over just on points on turnovers. And usually on turnovers, it leads to easy basket. So 8-point advantage there, 14-point lead at halftime. Let's see if the Cavs do a little bit better job of getting back off of a turnover.
That's an impressive advantage. Those are important points. Cavaliers, the floater on the way, it's short. Good look, just couldn't keep it alive.
That first half also gave the rebounding was essentially even. 19 for U-Pike, 18 for the Cavs. Both the teams are doing a good job of crashing the glass, so truly going back to points off turnover. If you turn it over, hustle back on defense to stop the easy basket. A little man-to-man defense. Nope, it's going to be zone defense for the Cavs to start off the second half.
On the way, long ball is buried. What a way to start the second half for the Bears.
Yeah, India Blythe, second team All AAC member with her first bucket of the morning. Largest lead of the day at 17 for the University of Pikeville.
Down inside, floater down to the arc. 2 quick connections and the 3 ball, too much on it. Cavs misfired.
What has to happen in this second half as well, got to play with poise if you're Montreat. When we're talking about playing with poise, you can't get all 17 points back on one shot. You got to find the right shot, stay within your offense. You're in a high octane offense who can score a lot of points. Play with poise, run your offense, trust your game plan.
UPike has been so hot offensively. 55-38 they lead. Long ball on the way, rattles out. Rebounded by the Cavs. Let's see what they can do.
Going to push here. Alexander, one of the best point guards in AAC. See what that can happen.
Cavaliers. Roberts kept this alive. Alexander on to Edmondson, who puts the 3 ball up. And the putback goes for Montreat as they cut the lead to 15 again.
I definitely like that. The 3-point shot come out of the offense. Now you see the Cavs getting back on defense. They're not going to press. A little box and one. That means the 4 players will play a zone. One person will stay with Allie Stone the entire time.
We've seen 6 lead changes and 4 ties in this game. The lead has been as large as 18 for the Bears, and right now a 15-point game with 2 minutes gone in our second half as Alexander gets the Cavs started.
Yeah, a lot of zoom action here early in the second half for the Cavs, trying to get downhill to the bucket.
Edmondson knifes her way inside in the violation.
Such a tough player to guard one-on-one especially. It'd be on Mia Andrade. It'd be her 3rd. Edmondson's so hard to guard one-on-one.
This rattles and goes. Very good at the line today. No.
We talked about in the first half how both teams clicked offensively. Of course, UPike scored at a high rate, but they also had 7 blocks and 3 steals in that first half. Could have done on the defensive end as well.
Super productive. And it's a level of production that's just difficult to compete with. If a comeback is going to happen for Montreat, you've at least got to start swinging points your way over the next 2 or 3 minutes. Long trip down the floor, back door, and there's a couple of points swung their way.
Limit to UPike to 1 shot. Get out on transition, trust your game plan, play your game, and the Cavs have done it in the last 2 minutes of this contest.
Over the top, Bush, back door. This one, the floater won't drop.
You're going to get Alexander on the bump. It'll be her first, team's first here in the 3rd period. So the Bears will inbound the basketball from the baseline with 20 on the clock.
Floated back outside. Only a dozen points separating us after the nice response by Montreat. Along the sideline, she goes to the wing, and the 3 ball is in. Cash money, she's got a deposit to make.
She held the release, used the backboard to her advantage that time.
And the Cavs respond immediately to cut that lead back down. We are moving quickly.
Somebody wants me to describe Virginia Edmondson shot making.
On the way, mid-range, no. Bears holding on to a 13-point advantage. Rude looking entry pass, but it's kind of off the mark and rolls off of the floor. And so UPike will take back over 4 minutes into this 3rd period.
Sophomore Ramaya Sanders will check back in. Interesting, the Cavs pressed from baseline to baseline in the first half, the entire half. Second half, dropping back in half-court defense.
Flipping it all around, Upike looking for that entry pass. India the handoff, Bush down inside, spinning, twisting off the glass, and it's off the mark. Alexander blows a tire and regathers the orange. Down the boardwalk, a handoff. Edmondson floats it across, entry pass off the mark. It came off of the knee of her intended target, Whale.
Yeah, bounce pass probably needed to be a little bit longer there. Threw it at an ankle. She, of course, had Bush defending her. Bounces out of bounds. 5:38 to play in the third. 58-45. Upike leading this one.
Entry pass to the Bears, and Upike contested as Mejia Andrade can't stay with the ball.
Really impressed with Montreat here in the second half. As you see, the scoring is not the rate it was in the first half. Montreat really made some good adjustments at halftime defensively to slow down the Bears offensively.
Quick shot, this one short. Edmondson. She'll run the floor. Kicked across at the entry pass off the mark. Sanders looking down inside for Lael and just misfires.
I don't think Coach Moore is going to be upset at that turnover. She doesn't like the turnover, but it's an aggressive turnover. Had a cutter going to the basket. The pass was just a little too wide, bounces out of bounds.
Break on the floor taken by the Cavs. We'll take a break as well. It's 58-45, a 13-point advantage in the hands of Upike. Back in Kingsport, a violation committed against Edmondson.
Yeah, nice job by Edmondson of jumping the pass lane, creating the turnover, getting all the way to the bucket. She's so fast, she can get in front of those defenders. Jalea Warren unable to catch up. Had a foul from behind. Now Edmondson go to the free throw line for attempts 10 and 11 on the day.
A dozen points separate us. And the screen won't disrupt her as it's now an 11-point game, 58-47.
So far in the second half, the Cavaliers playing much better on defense end, staying connected defensively, much better communication this second half.
Long feed to the corner for the Bears. Trying the far side. From the edge of the post, this one goes a long two ball for Rachel Bush.
Yeah, Andrade had the easy bucket, unselfish play to find Rachel Bush for the jumper.
Entry pass rolls off of the floor. Last touch by the Bears, so it will stay with the Cavs. (60-47), a 13-point advantage for Upike. Down inside and taken away from Edmondson by Bush.
That's Bush's fourth block of the day. Very active defensively.
Fed out front to Rachel Bush, and the violation as she takes a shot.
Rachel Bush, I'm sorry, go ahead. She's a very crafty player, getting all the way to the rim, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists on the day, getting it done on the defensive end. Also, nice job of the Bears of sharing the basketball, but also not being stagnant on the offensive end, continuing to move to create passing lanes for their teammate.
93% at the line this year, and now 2 for 2 today as she pushes her scoring total 1 point higher to 14. Yes.
So she and Allie Stone have their high school rivals. But also, if you look at their free throw percentage between the two, both of those guys are north of 90%. They'll have a contest to see who the better free throw shooter is. And it's like, which one is better?
It's quite the contest, yeah.
Is it a chocolate chip cookie or oatmeal raisin cookie? You know, both of them are good.
I like macadamia.
A little glass of milk.
4 minutes to play in the third. And the Cavs off the mark as Bush pulls it down. Stone and the Bears running the floor. Allie's got 20 points, 8 for 9 from the floor today. Outside, Moore able to keep it alive as Bush fires from the baseline and rims out.
And here Andrade will be called for her 4th foul. Alana Smith will check back in. That'll be the 3rd called on UPike here in the 3rd period. Also an adjustment, Gabe, since halftime. UPike pressed the entire first half as well. Half-court defense. A lot of zone look second half for Coach Clifton Williams.
Cavaliers. Entry pass is taken away by the Bears. Pikeville tried to kick that outside onto the far scorer's table. This one rolls off of the floor.
So UPike's doing a good job playing physical defensively on the screens. And Montreat's on offense. When you can hedge that screen and make the ball handler go another step away from the basket, allows the other defender to step up. Creates a lot of confusion. Able to get your hands on a few more basketballs. Maybe create a couple of turnovers that way.
Battle for the ball along the baseline. The Cavaliers do keep it alive. Edmondson buries the 3 to bring us within a dozen.
She's played really well today. Getting downhill. That's her 2nd three-point make of the day, and she's a talented player for Montreat.
Bears across the floor, Moore. And this one is a long 2 on the way. Kept alive by Sanders initially. Picked up by Virginia Edmondson. She'll run the floor and feed it down inside. Automatic with a little kiss off of the glass for Karis Alexander.
Such a good point guard. Virginia Edmondson found the open player. Streaking down the left side for the layup. Closest ball game's been in a long time.
62-52, a 10-point game. Almost within single digits. 2 minutes to play still in our third. Clear.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
back in Kingsport, Tennessee, where it's a 10-point game with 2 minutes to play in the third. Glad you're with us on the Southeast Sports Network. As this one is buried from range right as we come out of the break, 65-52.
India Blythe's third three of the morning. That's a big one.
Entry pass down inside, and this goes a quick response to keep it a close one. 11 points separate us. Before that three by the Bears moments ago, as this pushes into the perceived comeback a little more, it was a 7-3 response by the Cavs. Three ball on the way, yes. Cavs bring it within 10 again, 67-57.
Got answers both ways. Now the third period started off very slow offensively. Last couple of possessions, they're starting to turn up the offense.
Floated over the top. Bears from the corner, tipped, nearly lost, regathered, and this one a blown tire on the baseline.
Going on Alexander will be her second, team's third. Now sending Alana Smith to the line to shoot two. On the season, 54% from the charity stripe. Warren will check in and Colopy will check out.
This clatters off the side of the iron, nothing doing.
He picks up to 9 blocks and 4 steals on the day. Also, Montreat doing a good job. I don't have the chart as far as deflections, but it's well in the 20s. They're getting their hands on a lot of basketballs. And she'll split them at the line and leads up back to 11. Little live ball turnover here.
68-57, 40 seconds to play in the third. A battle for it at midcourt. And the timeout on the floor. 68-57, 11-point game. 40 seconds to play in the third in Kingsport. .57, an 11-point game in Kingsport between the Cavaliers and the Bears of Upike. And Pikeville is looking really good. Off the mark, Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, 30 seconds left to go in our third period. Take it back, Pikeville, and the violation down along the baseline. She took a step.
Yeah, Alana Smith, the post player, is not used to really handling the basketball from the free throw stripe down to the bucket. Nice job of creating the turnover, though. They're playing physical on the defensive end.
Alexander to the elbow. The drive in the paint. She catches the violation. They'll take it. 15.2 to play in the third.
Alana Smith will be her second, team's fourth. I'll send Roberts to the line to shoot two. 4 points, 6 rebounds on the morning.
Yes. Yes. Perfect at the line on this trip. Quickly running the floor of the Bears. 10 seconds left to go in our third. They lead by just 9, 68-59. 5 seconds. Driving along the block, fires a shot and the foul.
Nice job by India Blythe as attacking the bucket. Get Trestlyn Roberts for her first foul. It's going to send India Blythe to shoot 2. This will be Blythe's first triple of the afternoon on the season, 66% for the junior from Australia.
Gets the first. Second goes as well. Those are important. 2.5 seconds. Edmondson pulls up from way back on the front court, and it's off the mark as it comes off of the backboard. So we go to our final period in an 11-point game between the Bears and the Cavaliers. We'll return in just a moment from Kingsport. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee, and into the final period between these two. An exciting 8 a.m. game for us on the Southeast Sports Network. Hi, glad you're with us. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, an 11-point game, and the Bears looking to extend that lead with 9.5 minutes to play. Stone blows a tire. Picked up from the wing, 3 balls short. Rolls over the top of the backboard.
So the start of this fourth period, both these teams want to advance in the AAC tournament. They're looking for momentum builders. How do you do that? You know, you string stops together, get easy buckets. See which team can build that momentum here early in the fourth period.
Down to the baseline, this one off the backboard. Taken back by the Bears quickly. Speaking of momentum, Pike, 3-ball on the way, and she drains it from downtown Kingsport, Tennessee. India Blythe, the Australian.
She shoots the basketball fearless, regardless if she missed them all or made them all. And that time she held the release. Good-looking shot, puts the Bear by 14.
Entry pass to the elbow, nearly lost, regathered by Alexander. Went to the baseline. Swatted and almost taken by the Bears immediately. They do wrestle it away, and with a 14-point lead, here comes Allie Stone. Back out front, Moore. Bush. Kicked across, 3-ball on the way from Blythe, who gets another automatic. She hit that from Brisbane.
Second team all AAC. She's up to 17. This Pike Bears basketball team has a lot of firepower on the offensive end.
Spin move off the glass, important points to keep Montreat hanging around. A 15-point game, 76-61 with 7.5 to play.
Yeah, nice move, but Roberts had her defender pinned on the box. Used the square to her advantage.
Cavs off and running, free down the floor, and she'll ladle this home off of the glass to keep the run going for Montreat.
Virginia Edmondson does such a great job of anticipating the pass, playing the passing lane for the easy bucket.
A dozen points separate us in Kingsport between the Bears and Cavs. Fed towards the elbow. Bush on the way. She gets to go from mid-range, 78-63.
Such an efficient scorer around the rim, Rachel Bush.
On the way, this one rolls over the top of the iron. Couldn't knock it down. And those were points they really could have used.
So Colopy will return for you, Pike. Warren will check out. Friero and Sanders will check back in for Montreat.
Pikeville puts this back onto the floor.
This is where Montreat has to get stops here, trailing by 15 with 6:30 to play. Start creating some momentum for the team in blue.
On the way, this one rattles off the front of the iron and won't drop. Second chance, rolls off the side as well. Cavaliers going back to work, and too much contact for Bush.
That's block number 5 for Rachel Bush on the afternoon, or check that morning. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 blocks.
She's impressive. Stone sells out. Moore had it for a moment. Sanders gets another. Taken out of the air this time. U-Pike to the corner. Blythe wanted that one, couldn't get it to go. And this one is cleaned up down inside by Allie Stone, the player of the year for the Appalachian Athletic Conference. A 17-point game with 5:48 to play between these two in Kingsport. Back inside of the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center. College basketball on the Southeast Sports Network. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, good morning. Hope you've had your coffee, some eggs, a little bit of bacon to get the day started right.
Basketball action, AAC, that's the best way to start the day, right?
It's free to watch.
Yeah, come on.
On the way, 3-ball, too much. Edmondson couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, the team in gray and orange will definitely keep the basketball in number 2's hand as much as possible. She plays calm and cool, keeps her entire team playing with that same composure, especially with a 17-point lead with 5 minutes to play.
Stone, Blythe, entry pass, Bush outside, on the way, 3-ball. This one clatters off the iron. Looking for fast break points as there's a collision. Alexander caught the hip.
Katie Colopy did a nice job showing some lateral quickness there. Got to the baseline, able to set up, preventing the ball handler to get to the rim. Absorbs some contact, ball goes out of bounds, creates a turnover. Bears leading this one by 17 with possession of the basketball, 5 minutes to play. Montreat will have to string stops together, build as much momentum as possible, and see how many easy buckets they can get. Look for them to start pressing more this final 5 minutes to see if they can get into the passing lanes.
And this game has been really close throughout the course of it. It's almost odd to see it ending this way. Cavaliers to respond. Alexander tried to send that down inside, and the ball leaks over the baseline. At one point, we were tied 4 different times in a 5-minute stretch. We've also seen 6 lead changes in this game, but right now it feels like a blowout.
It's been a little change or two. Montreat's been playing a little bit slower in the second half.
This one, a violation as it goes anyhow, and 1, she'll go to the line.
In the first half, they were pressing in a lot of easy buckets in that first half. Both teams scoring at an elite clip. Coach Moore made a decision in the second half not to press. I think it's kind of slowed the Cavaliers down offensively in the second half. Look for them to start trying to speed things up. The final 4:37.
And that goes, she gets all 3. The Bears scored 52 first half points. If they had kept that pace, they would have scored 104. It would have been their high total for the season. Take it away. Long outlet fade down the floor. Lots of room for Edmondson on the baseline, and she's sent off by the Bears.
UPike's up to 11 blocks on the morning. Such a good job by Colopy of hustling back. Edmondson beat her to the bucket, but Colopy did not give up. Was able to get the block from behind.
Roberts sends that out, and the Bears take it away. Stone.
UPike doesn't have to be any type of hurry on this end of the floor. Run your offense, get through all your options here. Take the easy bucket. If it presents, look for a second, a third, even a fourth pass on this possession.
Straight away, on the way, this one a big high bounce, and Edmondson will pull it down.
Cavs almost have to be perfect this final 3:52 to make up a 14-point deficit.
Edmondson back to her on the baseline, and she goes down with 3:40 to go, the whistle.
Edmondson's had a heck of a morning so far. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for the Defensive Player of the Year. First team All AAC selection as well.
It's been a real blast watching the Cavaliers play again this season. They played through some challenging stuff, spent their time at UNC Asheville all year long. This player and so many of these players on this squad, so fun to watch, so special to watch over the last few years. That's the hardest part about tournament time is, for guys like you and I, we're saying goodbye.
India Blythe continues her hot second half. That's her 6th made 3, give her 20.
Jostled, staying with it. Roller goes outside Edmondson, the handoff to Alexander. Katie running the point. Left off for Virginia, who nails the 3 from West Virginia. My goodness, that's over the state line.
That's a 30-piece for her this morning.
Baseline for Bush, short. Stone fights her way down inside for the ball.
Allie Stone plays with such physicality. If you know Allie, such a quality young lady, very soft-spoken, but she's fierce on the basketball court.
Fierce might be an understatement. Boiling over with rage on the floor.
She's been on the floor for every single second this morning.
Stone the inbound, and there's the whistle before she can throw it in. Calls against Stone.
That was a defensive warning there, stepping across the end line. So now they'll give a first 5 seconds for the Bears to inbound the basketball.
Pikeville, handoff, Bush. 2 ball is short. Stone off the glass and the violation underneath. And that's Ayana, who just picked up that call a moment ago.
It'll be her 3rd. Allie Stone go back to the free throw line for her 6th and 7th attempt of the day.
Yes. And just a reminder that Columbia and Milligan play next. Find out how to watch at csnsports.com/how to watch. If you're tuned in now, though, you can watch in the same place. Don't overthink it. Driving down inside along the block in the violation. 2:17 to go in a 16-point game. 85-69.
They won't get Bush on the hold. Be her second, team second. Maya Sanders will check back in. Roberts will check back out. A little offense for defense.
Yes.
Get for 8 points on the morning.
No. Bears looking for some put-away points. And the Cavaliers will wrap up what was a really nice 2024-2025 basketball season today in Kingsport.
Especially in Coach Jamie Moore's first season leading the Cavaliers program. Definitely for Virginia Edmondson graduating. It's going to be a big loss, but Coach Moore's a really good recruiter.
This one's short, a long look. Tried to hit that one from the Sydney Opera House.
But definitely the future is bright for this Cavaliers basketball program. So the winner of this ball game will play tomorrow at 2 p.m. Get a little bit of additional rest since they got the early tip this morning.
And Edmondson rattles off the side of the iron. Stone down the side of the floor.
This is UPike's second year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference, and their women's team, if they're able to hang on to win this ball game, has yet to lose in the Appalachian Athletic Conference postseason tournament.
That's actually wild.
Dalia Warren would check in. Stone would check out for the first time today.
Another nice day for Allie Stone. Received well-deserved recognition before the game. Excited to see them continue to compete in the tournament. Yes.
That's 26 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for the Player of the Year.
And a quick look we have time. They'll move on and battle the winner of our 10-15 game coming up next, which will have full coverage of Columbia and Milligan.
That's going to be a fun one as well.
On the way, off the heel of the iron, Alexander couldn't get it. A 17-point game, 1 minute. Cavaliers regular season 17-11, one of the best seasons they've had in a long time. Looked really good. Dangerous fifth place team. This morning just couldn't hang with the UPike Bears. They finished the regular season 18-8. They'll win their first tournament game and advance to play the winner of our 10-15 game.
Talking about this Cavaliers program, they had 3 players honored with all conference honors. It'll be Virginia Edmondson, Ramaya Sanders, Karis Alexander as well.
Three ball off the floor. Ball rolls across and is kept alive. Long feed, Cavs take it on the breast, stolen. Alexander inside of 30 seconds. Shot clock is off as Edmondson nails the three.
She is a shot maker. I give her 33. That's her 5th made three of the morning.
Over the midcourt stripe, Bush is able to beat her out and get the easy layup.
That's 3 players over 20 points for UPike. Bush has 21.
13 and change to play, 89-73. Congrats to Montreat on a great season. And best of luck to these seniors who will be moving on.
It's always tough to play that last ball game. Most of these young ladies have always had a next season, whether it be in high school and collegiately, always had that next ball game. This being the last one, it's always a tough one. And in time, you start looking back and you have those memories, and it definitely will hurt this morning.
Tried to pitch that onto the floor, sent back.
But nothing to be ashamed about. A good effort this morning, an entertaining basketball game as well. Cavs just ran into a team who was clicking offensively and did a good job defensively as well.
Bush will kill the clock. Pike Bears advance to tomorrow afternoon with a win over the Montreat Cavaliers, 89-73. An impressive showing, Mr. Gary Justice, as they take the victory. Some brief thoughts from you on this one.
Yeah, the keys to winning basketball: execute offensively, take advantage of transition, rebound the basketball, and guard your yard. The University of Pikeville did that this morning.
Looked really good, came through with a big victory, and they advance in great fashion. Appreciate you joining us. We'll have 10-15 coverage. Columbia coming to the floor to take on the Milligan Buffs. We're excited for it and hope you are as well. Thank you to Gary Justice for being with me, Hannah Brown for being with us today. For both the Bears and the Cavaliers, Gabriel Schrei saying so long. Today's broadcast, copyright material of the Southeast Sports Network, all games and events. Broadcasts in our networks are aired live and are archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and available for replay. Okay, that's clear.